Good morning, students and staff of Princeton Community Middle School, and welcome to the first day of the 2019 and 2020 school year. This is your proud principal, Dr. Maxim. First, before I begin, I want to set some guidelines and expectations for students while I give principal videos. First, when you have a principal giving a video, I want to make sure that you are taking your earbuds out, your hoods off, and all technology is put away. I expect that all students are listening and engaging in what I'm saying. First off, let's go ahead and talk about our GoVike values. Our GoVike PBIS values, for many of you 7th and 8th graders, you know these are our core values that drive our behavior. This is how we should approach school and how we should treat others. First, let me begin by saying that V stands for value learning. You understand the importance of acquiring knowledge. I, integrity. You do the right thing when no one is watching. K, kindness. You treat others how you want to be treated. E, effort. You give the best in everything that you do. S, safety. You create a positive, trusting environment. These are our Vike values that should guide us in everything that we do every single day at school. First off, I want to talk about a Princeton Community Middle School. If you look around your classroom right now, you will see a great amount of diversity. Princeton has been ranked one of the top school in the state of Ohio in diversity. So what does that mean? We have students that come from different ethnic backgrounds. We have many different students of different races who speak different languages and who have different religions. All of this diversity makes who we are as Vikings. We're proud of this. Who you are as a person is who we are as a learning community. Now back to our GoVike values. Your teachers are going to give you some information over the next 2 days in your homeroom. The next 2 days of homeroom, we are going to have an extended homeroom and run on an hour delay schedule. In your homerooms, you will be given your student planners, and you will also review with your homeroom teacher our GoVike PBIS value lessons. It's very important that students understand that when we go through these lessons that you are engaging in them, you're participating in them, and you're taking them very seriously. Because we all come from different diverse backgrounds, we need to have a set of core values and expectations that we want all of our students to follow. That's why we place so much importance on our GoVike values. So no matter where you come from, when you are at PCMS Middle School, we expect your behavior to follow that. New to this year, we have a GoVikes PBIS app. We have a computer program that teachers can log into and reward you with Viking Bucks. We will no longer have the paper Viking Bucks that we had last year. Your teachers can reward you with Viking Bucks through the PBIS.com app, and you can also shop from there. You will receive information shortly on how you will be able to log in, and we will also give your parents access so they will be able to check on your progress. We will have plenty of GoVike PBIS incentive days. We schedule them for at the end of each quarter, and you will be required to use your bucks to be able to get a ticket. We always have a Staff First Students dodgeball game. We've had midday mingles and a Staff First Students basketball game. So we really try to plan some fun activities that you will be able to use your Go Viking Bucks that you earn on the PBISreward.com app. Also, I want to talk about a couple differences that you're going to see this year. First off, we have a new bell schedule for our 6th graders. That means that 6th graders will be released from their classes 4 minutes, or they will be released after 7th and 8th graders have gotten into their classrooms. What this does is this allows us to be able to have less students in the hallway and give you an opportunity to be able to get to your classes better. 6th graders will be eating their breakfast in their homerooms, and 6th graders will be entering the building through door 7 and 8 by the 6th grade wing. 7th and 8th graders will continue to be able to go through the front foyer entrance and either go to the cafeteria for breakfast or go directly to your homeroom. Now, I also want to mention that we have student planners. And in this student planner is your code of conduct. This code of conduct is something that you should read, go through, and understand. We expect that all students know that there are certain guidelines and procedures that you follow that you must adhere to. So it's really critical that you follow that. So I want you to now go ahead and pull out your planners and take a look and understand it. We will have a day in your homeroom where you complete this school compact, and we expect that you have read it because you will be held responsible for that. A couple differences as well from last year is that we're going to go ahead and have a new tardy policy. The tardy policy deals with when you are late to classes. When you receive your third tardy to class, you will receive an after-school detention and your teacher will call home. If you are late 4 or 5 times, you will also receive after-school detentions, and then you will receive detentions for those after-school detentions for those as well. On your 6th tardy, your teacher will complete a referral that gets sent to your grade level principal, in which you receive a higher consequence than that, with your parents being notified. This is a tougher tardy policy than last year, but we feel with the new hallway patterns with 6th graders and 7th grade and 8th graders that there will be less students in the hallway and you will be able to get to your class on time. We want you to also know that being on time to class coincides with value learning. If you value learning, you will make it a priority to make sure that you get to your class on time. If you get to your class on time, you will be able to get done with your due now and get a good start to your class. So again, getting out of the hallways and getting to class is very important. We will be making sure that we follow that tardy policy with all of your teachers. Also, if you choose to skip an after-school detention, you will get one chance to you will get one opportunity to reschedule it. If you skip that one, you will receive a day of OSS as well, and your parents will be notified of the situation. All of your teachers here at Princeton Community Middle School use a discipline tracker. This is where teachers can assign you lunch detentions for infractions in your class. If you receive 8 infractions on our discipline tracker, you will receive a phone call home and a referral, and your grade level principal will deal with that. Once you receive 8, you can also be suspended for 10 1/4. Your parents will be contacted at 8 and will be notified on your 10th one. You will receive OSS. Walkout. Students, if you decide to walk out of class without permission for any reason, you will receive a full day in the focus room. On the second time, you will receive 2 days of focus room with a serious warning that if there is a third time that you walk out of class, you will receive OSS. If you are not in class, you are not able to learn. Another problem that students are facing is vaping. It's becoming a serious problem with young people. I want to make sure that you understand that vaping or any vaping materials will result in 10 days of out-of-school suspension with a recommendation for expulsion. You cannot vape on school property, any school events, and this includes the bus. Fights. For you 7th and 8th graders, you know how seriously we take fights. If you get in one fight at the middle school, your first fight, you will receive 5 days of out-of-school suspension. If you get in the second fight here at PCMS, you will get 10 days with a recommendation for expulsion, and you could ask to not be returned to our school. If you choose to solve your differences at school at PCMS using your hands and fighting, we have serious consequences. Nobody wants to live in a world where they think they need to resort to fighting. There are so many adults here that can help you. Any security monitor, any teacher or staff will be happy to help you with any issue that you have with a student. Many times it's very simple as just sitting down and talking to each other with an administrator or counselor present. So please reach out to your grade level counselor or principal if you're ever having any issues with anybody. Lockers. Everyone has a locker near your designated wings. Under absolutely no circumstances are book bags and hoods allowed in our hallways, or your classroom for that matter. If you decide to do either one of those, you can be referred to your grade level principal for a consequence. Never at Princeton Community Middle School is it acceptable to be able to tell a staff member or any adult in the building, quit talking to me, you're not my teacher. We must show all adults with respect. Every adult in our building is responsible for your safety and well-being, and it is their job to redirect you to make sure that you are following the correct procedures and expectations that we have forward. So let's go back to lockers. Every student in Princeton Community Middle School is required to have a lock on their locker. This is also because you can't carry book bags, although you can have sling bags to carry your materials. You have to keep them safe. You can't share lockers as well. Beginning Monday, August 26th, any lock that doesn't have a locker will be zip-tied closed, and you will not be able to get access to that locker without showing your homeroom teacher your lock. Then it will be cut off. So again, Monday, August 26th, all students need to have a lock on their locker. This student code of conduct again is also something that you need to have in with you if you're going to use the bathroom or be excused from your class. In your homeroom, you will receive a set of bathroom passes that you may use. You must have the pass with you when you are traveling in the hallways. So we just want to make sure that we have a great year. I believe in each and every student and staff member at our school. We have the ability to be one of the best schools in the state, but if we follow our Go Viking values. So I want to wish every student and staff member to have a great first day, and remember to treat each other the way you want to be treated. Live out our Go Viking values. Go Vikes!